A real estate licensee is performing a competitive market analysis. He locates a comparable property that is slightly older than the subject property. The age of the comparable makes it worth $2,000 less. The comparable has a small porch worth $1,000 that the subject property lacks. If the comparable sold for $269,500 recently, what is the estimated value of the subject property? Well, so these are ratios that you're looking at. And so we need to first of all do a ratio showing the relationship between the subject value and the comparable value. Well, they tell you in the problem, he locates a comparable property that is slightly older and therefore is worth less, $2,000 less. So if he sold the comparable for $269,500, then if we had a subject property that had the exact same characteristics, that'd be $2,000 more, so that'd be $271,500. Now, it says here that the comparable has a small porch worth $1,000 that the subject property lacks. Okay, so we have a ratio here of the price of the porch of $1,000 relative to the comparable value, and we don't know what that price would be for the newer property. That's our unknown. So really the question we're asking here is, what is the price of the porch of the subject property? What is the price? What is the price of the porch of the subject property? Okay, so basically what we're going to do here is we are going to be looking at this ratio right here. These are what we call equivalent fractions. This fraction is equal to this fraction, and we're going to use the concept of cross products to solve for the unknown. Okay, so just to let you know, if I have two fractions that are equal to each other, then their cross products are equal. Let me give you a quick example. For instance, if I know I have 3/6, well, I know that that is equal to 1/2. Right? These two fractions are equal. Well, guess what? 2 times 3 is equal to 6 times 1. Right? 6 equals 6. Check. Okay? So when the fractions are equal, the cross products are equal. We're going to use that process to solve this problem. So we set this up, we go 271,500 times 1,000 is equal to 269,500 times x. Okay? Now we've got this equation and we need to solve for x. We need to solve for x. Okay? So we're going to, now you notice we need to isolate x. This number is multiplying the variable, so we undo that by performing the opposite operation, which is division. So we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 269,500. And we wind up with x being 1,742. So the price of the porch, the price of the porch of the subject property is approximately, little math symbol there, is approximately $1,000. Actually, it's 1,742. So you would take off a little over $1,000, the subject property for lack of a porch. Okay, so if we took our original cost, our original value of $271,500, and deduct $1,000, you'd have $270,500, which is what the answer is right here. Now that's an estimation. If I wanted to get very exact, and then I could say it was actually 270, 492, 58. They're rounding to the nearest 10, I think, or the nearest 100. Not sure. But anyway, that's the math behind how they get to this answer, which is C.